All
And
right. How does it sound?
you sound much better to me.
All right, sweet.
How about mine? Does it sound this normal?
Super clear.
Okay. It's so weird. I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't either. It does that though.
Yeah.
Super annoying. Super annoying.
We're getting some weird people in there, weren't we?
Oh, it was lovely.
And Courtney's awesome. She's so funny.
I know. I was laughing my ass off when she said that.
She's
Hey,
like, we're
Courtney.
not trying to get this demonetized. She's great. And it's funny because she's so young too, but
She's here.
there she is.
We're literally talking about you, Courtney.
Yeah, we were talking mad shit about you.
You're gonna have to tell me if this is too loud. I'm gonna turn my ceiling fan on.
I could probably guarantee you we won't hear anything.
You don't think? It's kind of a loud ceiling fan, so
Well, if it's on, I don't hear anything.
it just started up, so sometimes it can get kind of crazy. The
Yeah.
fire burning up. Now I'm worried I'm getting sick. Hello, Blue.
Yeah. Thanks for
Welcome back.
right. On occasion, the audio always goes goofy on these things, and we don't have an explanation.
It's true.
All we have is a solution, which is let's just start over.
Rob doesn't need any help getting himself in
Wow.
trouble.
I mean, she's not wrong, but you don't need to say it publicly. God, I'm going to keep saying it. Hearing those little baby squeaks takes me back. Oh my gosh.
Aw,
But you know what? It doesn't last long. Those little baby squeaks.
I know.
It's like it feels like it's there forever, and then one day it's done.
Don't make me cry.
I know, right?
Don't make me cry, Rob.
God effing fuckwad damn it. I just streaked the hell out of the ink on this.
Can I hear that again? Because I'm not really.
Say what?
I said, can I hear that phrase again?
God, I don't even remember what I said. I was just like, that's a string of cusses. That's one of these things about inking these is like you got to be careful where you lay your hand because the ink doesn't dry out of these pocket pen brushes.
Oh.
So I streaked it.
Sorry.
Even your little girls. She's like, sorry.
Mark says, wow, children on the stream, yo.
Right? It used to be that Courtney was the youngest one there. Now, not even close.
I almost said the exact same thing.
Right?
Or like, I don't... Every time she'd say, I was born in 97.
Like, what the hell? Is your little baby a good sleeper at night, typically, or is there a sleep schedule?
If I'm there with her.
Oh, so that's a no.
Pretty much.
I know. It's like,
Mark said I was talking about Courtney.
I know, Courtney. You were always like the younger one. We kind of established recently in one of these last few streams or something like that, where most people that watch my stuff are in like the same age group as me, which is late 30s, early 40s, mid 40s. So that makes Courtney by far the youngest to kind of join in, but all the randos that kind of showed up tonight.
Change that. They really were that young.
My roommate's saying that the part where I streaked it kind of looks like. I mean, it did kind of streak just on the arm, so it could come across as
Yeah,
a shadow. I'm gonna have to see if I can blend that into it. Maybe
that's not bad.
not horrible. It didn't ruin it, but it's still, enough to piss me off.
Okay.
Like, stop being dramatic, Rob.
Very dramatic on this live.
You're like, your shit's not that good anyway, so let's not blow it out of proportion.
Oh, stop. I would never say that.
You would think it, though.
I would think it, but I wouldn't say it. No, I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
yeah, that's right.
How okay. This is all I'm gonna do on her. She's okay.
Yeah. And Courtney says, it does look like it could be a shadow. And then Mark's like, so depressing. Enjoy your youth, lost illusion. Yeah, that's what all those old folks are saying. Like, it feels like it'll last forever, but believe me, you'll blink one day and it'll be done.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Are you sure? Are you drawing a man or a woman there?
Right.
Just kidding. Hey, I was gonna ask you before I send you this painting that's gonna be like a late birthday present.
Yeah.
Do you want it sealed?
Like the painting itself.
Yeah.
I mean, I would never do it. I would never think to do it. So, I mean, I guess if it's not a big deal or something like that, that's maybe not a bad idea. I would never even think to do it. So,
Yeah, I can totally do it. I've got the stuff, but some people like the finished look and some people don't, so I wasn't sure. I always ask. And my dad likes to do his himself. So anytime I do anything for him, he's like, I'll just do it. So
is it not like a clear coat you brush on, or you spray it on, or
it's a clear. I use a Mod Podge and it's matte, so it'll change it from being kind of glossy and shiny to more of a matte look. But
but do you brush it on?
I do.
Yeah. There's a guy who does his artwork, and the final step that he does on his paintings is he videos himself putting the that clear coat on, and it's interesting to see the painting kind of change. I would just say hook up your camera, your phone, and record you doing it. Just and who knows, maybe it'll be interesting. Maybe you'll watch it back and be like, that wasn't worth it. But
No, I'll do it. That's
that's
a
a
good idea. See, I'm always looking for ideas. I don't know what to do. I'm like, is this gonna be interesting, or people are gonna be like, why did you record this and post it where public people can see?
Courtney
So
said already feeling old, and the best one was that kid who asked what ass meant.
yes, yes, that was hilarious. I'm like, oh gosh, wow. Thank you, J Deep. I am still working on it. It's a work in progress. I thought I might work on it a little bit tonight as well. So, gonna give it a go. I also like painting because I can stand up and paint, which I like. I don't do that very often when I draw.
You still got your little one strapped to you, though.
Mm-hmm. I do.
That's a dedicated artist mommy there.
Yeah. Sometimes it's a lot of effort, but sometimes it works out really well. So
I am just streaking the fuck out of this thing. The stuff doesn't dry. I gotta stop.
she does really have like the perfect look on her face. You're not wrong.
Look, then I just streaked her rock hard man abs. Whiteout's
Oh
for.
yeah, I see. I see it. I see what you're saying. Oh wow. Doing it for fun, remember that.
No, I was actually enjoying that. I was liking how this was coming out. I'm like, oh, this is kind of working out. I want to
Well,
be proud of this one. Now I can't
you
be.
can always use your light box and do another one, the same sketch, and then re-ink it if you want.
That sounds like a lot of work.
Now you sound like me.
Now,
Yeah, maybe I won't.
yeah,
Actually, thinking about it, this looks fine.
it'll be just great. I'll just do a bunch of cleanup.
Exactly.
Time to bust out the old Dr. Phil Martin's black ink. Is that what you have? Did you ever get some of this, or what did you end up using for ink?
I just changed stuff.
Oh, so you got the same thing.
Yeah, it just looks shittier than yours because I'm the artist.
What the fuck? What does that even mean?
Oh, you know what it means.
I don't, and I want an explanation. Demand an explanation.
I just suck at the inking. I just refuse to practice it. I need to. I like tell myself, you just practice, you'd actually be really good at it.
Just put in some time and effort.
But yeah, I got that stuff because that's what you said suggested when I first started inking
Yeah,
many moons ago. And
yeah.
you had suggested something else. We actually went, I know you don't remember this, but we went shopping together also way more moons ago. And you had suggested a different ink. And I had that one for a long time. And I did some inking because I did the Copic markers. And then I did the inking, like outlines and stuff.
Yeah.
And one day, when my youngest was like 3, he found it and it was everywhere.
Oh.
It was so bad.
Yeah, I gotta hide that stuff.
Yeah, it's true. It's
Because
true.
like, just look at this. What is this neat thing?
Oh, I know. Really was like so excited when he found it. I thought, oh no, it's too late. Courtney says she loves the expression too on your.
Well, thanks, Courtney. It's that's something I need to practice. Is like doing different expressions besides angry and expressionless. Like I gotta branch out.
I don't know. One thing I was thinking about those recent pages you've done actually was the expression that you got with Fist and Shira, but I feel like you tend to get them pretty good on her. But I really felt like you didn't even need words to kind of understand what was going on. And maybe because I know the story, I don't know. But you were kind of retelling it to me. I'm like, no, it literally comes through in your art. His facial expression while he's holding up his big old metal hand.
Right, right.
It was it was perfect. I really liked the expression actually.
Well, I was actually kind of surprised how those come out. Not to toot my own horn, so to speak, but I
Toot
was
toot.
it was coming out better than I was expecting,
Yeah.
and I've had a little bit of inspiration recently with like having Chuck come along and wanting to help out with my stuff, and so it's kind of both nerve wracking but also inspiring to like I got to push harder, but it's not pushing me into a corner that um, makes me panic and therefore things get worse.
Mhm.
Sometimes I can when there's an exciting thing that's going to happen, it I get stuff just starts working out a little bit better if that makes any sense.
It does. It does.
And I kind of liked some of the expressions that were coming across on the page. I was like, huh, look at that.
Yeah.
But I see it, but I don't know how it translates to someone else's eyes. So That's why I want to know like what you think on all of these, so I can I can get a outside opinion.
Yeah, no, I think I that was actually that really was one thing I noticed. I thought, "Oh, this really does come across." And I know it'll have a storyline and you'll have wording in there and write it all up. But I really did feel like you did a great job kind of getting that across.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate it. And if the expression on the faces is coming across, it means I can limit the dialogue to only what they have to say, not what I need them to say to tell the story because my artwork is so terrible. Do you know what I mean?
Right. No, I
So,
see what you're saying. I mean, that was my opinion on it. Um, is that I could see you being very minimal with the wording because I really liked how it came across.
I did a panel. I'll have to show it to you when I get my hand free on that same page, or not that page that we were talking about, but this other one I just did today, where the scene, what's going on. Shira kind of herself. She comes up and finds Fist, and she just kind of throws herself at him and rips all her clothes off. And I've got the panel
Mhm.
where she's actually like for the first time fully undressed in front of him, and I was trying to kind of have him kind of like almost looking. He's like looking down, like he's looking away, like he's like I don't know if I should be looking at this, even though she walks right up and to him and throws herself at him, and you
Mhm.
know a little thing like that. But I'm like, that was my intention to have him kind of looking away, sort of. But what it looks like is she's standing in front of him, taking her clothes off, and he's looking like straight down at her body, not her face.
Oh,
Do you know what I mean? And I'm like, I bet somebody's going to interpret this as like he's just looking straight at her all her glory, not looking her in the eyes. Be respectful, dude. Look the
eh.
woman in the eyes.
Yeah, I want to see this.
Yeah. All right. I got it right here. No, okay. Okay. Okay.
And the children are gone.
Right.
Okay, but he kind of looks like his eyes are closed. To
I
be,
mean, kind of.
but yeah, I could see that too.
She's like, eyes up here, dude. Like she's like, look at my face. How could you be looking at that and not be like, all right, you presenting this to me. I'm gonna look at it all. This is the point. This is why we're here. There's a reason you're throwing this at me.
Yeah.
I kind of like this arm, the way this back of his muscular arm. I kind of had the inking was I kind of had
Yeah,
fun on the
it
arm.
looks really good. See, that's what I mean. It looks your inking looks super good.
Well, I'm pushing really hard because seeing what Chuck has been doing, I'm like, oh my god, I gotta like step my game up.
But it really is it's different. It's so different to see your stuff. Corny says I need to practice that as well. I
Expression.
think she's talking about expression. Yeah, I mean, I'm not very good with that, so that's for sure. Not good at replicating it. But it really is just different seeing your pencils with Chuck's inks.
Yeah,
Totally different vibe, which will be kind of cool for the book too, to
yeah,
have different
yeah,
different vibes. But it really is kind of catches me off guard sometime. Like,
yeah.
oh, this
Well, even
is
myself too. I'm like, I've been doing it on my own for so long.
mm-hmm.
Um, it's kind of like, oh god, handing this off to somebody else, but then I get the results back, and with very few exceptions, I've been very happy. There's been one or two, like, well, maybe not this, but that's why we're doing it. He even said we can practice on some pages because some kinks will inevitably come up, and we can kind of work them out. You
Okay.
know, or he can be like, what do you want to have work, and what do you not, and
Hello, Mr. D Man.
yeah, there he is. I'm gonna say it
Someone
every.
was saying,
Not a party until the D-man shows.
yeah, I wonder, I can't remember who was asking. I wonder if Mr. D Man will show up.
Yeah, I think it was Jai Deep. I think if he's still here.
Um, but yeah, no, that's cool. That's really cool.
So
I
yeah,
think,
I'm gonna do a video when he sends me the 3 pages that he's got done. I'm gonna print them out and then do a video on my channel of here's my original pencils and here's what he did.
Oh, that'll be cool.
It's one. It's just more excuse to have different content, which I like.
Yeah.
But to be able to sit down and just kind of show, I sent it to my brother, to
Mhm.
John. He just writes back. He's like, "Man, fuck that guy. He's too good."
Ah, that's funny.
Well, I think I need to set this aside because there's still splotches of wet ink all over it, and I've smeared the ink enough before I start running an eraser over it.
Yeah, I didn't even do all that. Yeah, to the other one.
D Man's like, I was watching Memphis wrestling, and then I noticed you were doing a stream. I said, "Fuck that noise! I'm going on Rob's little channel."
Memphis wrestling.
Thank you, brother.
We're better than wrestling.
Yeah. Eternal Cross is like, bro, that report button. Wait, no report button. Never mind then.
Oh
Well,
my
thank
god.
you. Yeah, don't get me in trouble. I can't imagine this would or should, but you
You
never know.
just never know.
Yeah.
We've had this conversation before.
Right.
The weirdest stuff gets flagged.
We've had some interesting folks show up on the channel before so far tonight. Oh,
Yeah.
Cor-
Be gone, child, she said.
oh.
Where is your mommy? All of these questions we've not gotten any answers to. This is why you need a moderator. It's tricky, man.
Maybe one of these days. You've seen way worse, what, Whitney? That rhymed. Start a second drawing.
Oh?
Well, I
Oh, you
want to
did
finish that
one?
other one I was doing, but it's still got wet ink and I can't erase it, so I'm just gonna move on to something else.
Alright, fair enough.
How close are you to being done with that painting?
Sorry, 1 second.
You're good.
I've got a paintbrush in my mouth. Um, Not really very close, to be honest with you.
Oh, you're not close.
Yeah. I mean, all this is. Hold on. My phone's saying about 20%. Um, if you see like the whole like his outfits isn't I call it outfit like his ensemble is not even close to done. Like it's pretty much just been formed, and I have to do all of the shadows and stuff on it. But that's okay.
Yeah. That video of the painting that I sent you earlier with the owl,
Oh wow, yeah.
even that makes me want to like paint. I was just like, oh, that looks really good. I want to do that.
I've told you to do it many times. You definitely could. But I understand why you're like, I got other stuff that I am focused on.
Yeah, that's basically it. Maybe one day, once I can do art for a living somehow at this late age in my life, I'm sure it's not going to happen, but that's fine.
You know, I talked to my dad today.
Yeah.
My dad just, yeah, this is kind of like a movie to me. My dad walked out on his job. He's in his 60s. Walked out on his job because he's like, I'm not. don't have the money to retire, whatever. Job wasn't really the best, wasn't really working out for him. Went back to school. He's getting a part-time job. He's like, I'm just gonna go for it because he's always wanted a part-time job doing working in I guess he'd be working for is it the let's see, I guess just as a forest ranger, but I can't remember what the department's called. I feel like I'm just drawing a blank because how late it is. Uh, and he's like, I'm just gonna do it. At this point in my life, he's like, I'm got no kids that I really have to take care of or anything. He's like, I'm just gonna go for it.
Wow.
I know. I'm like, that's pretty cool. I mean, I know it's not like something that everybody can do because we all have our responsibilities. For him to just be like, screw it, I'm doing it.
F it. Why not? Mr. Difficult name to pronounce, Brodsky. I
Oh,
channel before because you asked once before last time if I'd ever seen Igor Baranko books, art by that
yeah,
artist.
I remember this.
Yeah, I remember that name. No, I haven't. I mean, not yet. It hasn't been that long since we had that conversation, but that's on the list of things that I've not had a chance to look at yet. I got a gift from one of my buddies um, that he sent me. He's like, "Hey Rob, I need your address. I got to make sure it's right. I'm sending you something in the mail." I'm like, "All right." And he sent me this graphic novel, this comic book that I've never even heard of,
Hmm.
and it's in my bedroom, so it's at the other end of the house. But it's like, if you could see it, it's this thick.
Oh my gosh.
It's like a freaking giant novel, like a huge book, but it reads pretty quickly, and it reads like there's no text boxes where there's like just random stuff telling you what's going on. You're just all you get to read is the um what the characters actually say. And it's one of the I would never, even if I saw it on the shelf, I would have never picked it up because it just doesn't look like something I'd be interested in.
Yeah.
Gifted to me, I'm like, well, I'm gonna check it out because he thinks I would like it. It's one of
Yeah.
the best things I've ever read in my life.
Really?
It's because I'm going to do a video on it, but I'm going to have to break it up into chapters because it's so damn big. Um, but it's kind of about the life of an artist, what art means to an artist,
Hmm.
about life and death. What would you do with a certain amount of time left? How do you? It's wild. It's crazy. I can't wait to kind of share it with people. It's called The Sculptor by this guy named Scott McCloud, and I was just shocked. Like I said, I'd never even heard of it. It's been out since 2015, and this guy ends up doing like without spoiling. I mean, by the time I do the video, I don't think anybody's like Rob ruined it by talking about it on the channel. But this guy's given an option by death itself, and death takes the physical form of Stan Lee.
Oh wow.
Like they don't say that, but it's clearly supposed to be that.
Okay. Okay.
But he comes to this guy and roughly saying, he's like, hey, because this guy's like a failed artist, like a sculptor, like makes things out of stone and stuff like that
Okay.
in like modern day New York. And Death is like, hey, you could have the option of like a wife and a kids and family and live a long, happy life, but never be known as an artist. Or I could give you the ability to make anything you want from your bare hands, no matter what, with no restrictions, and you can do anything you want with your art, but you only get to live for the next 200 days.
Oh.
And this guy's so kind of hopeless in life. He's like, everything kind of sucks, so he's like, I'd rather get the chance to explore my art. But then as he starts doing this, then of course he runs into a woman that just steals his heart.
I knew it.
Yeah, so then what?
Hmm.
um and then it's this really interesting, like I want to see a movie made of this thing if it could be done, because this guy can like take his just bare hand and plunge it into metal or stone and make it manipulate like water or clay and shape it into anything, so anything he can think of, just manifests.
Wow.
So
That's a cool idea for a
it's
story.
a wild idea. You can tell that an artist, which is dumb, because anything that's like a comic book or graphic novel, obviously it's done by an artist. But this is a story conceived of by a guy who spent his entire life trying to make art, and the concepts of being successful with it, and what does it matter? What does it mean? How does it affect me? And how do people respond to it? And it resonated with me because, when I went through my divorce,
Hmm.
and then I got back out on my own, like I am now, I've said my art was the only thing I had left in my life that I had 100% control over, that no one could take from me. And that was
Yeah.
including my own kids. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Because I didn't get to have them full time anymore. And
Yep.
so I instantly, from the first like couple of pages and the setup, I was like emotionally connected to this thing.
Hmm.
So anyway, that's
Thank you, Irene. Mr. Oh, Blue said I got to go. Bye, guys. All right, bye. Thanks for coming by. Mr. D-Man said sounds kind of depressing.
it does. It is. It's one of those, like, it's a story of things that are like life is depressing, right? I mean, if we're being real. But it's about finding the joy where you can, and enjoying the moments that you have, because they might never come again. So yeah, it's it's not depressing, but it's not uh like, it's meant to inspire you and lift you up. You're gonna walk away smiling and like, I'm joyful. It's supposed to make you think.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm definitely going to be doing some videos on that on the channel. I just have to think about how,
Yeah.
because I certainly can't do it all in one shot.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Yeah.
No, that's pretty neat. Love it. And you said that somebody from your channel sent that to you?
Yeah, I did a video interview with him. Saul Haberfield. He does that book, Beyond the Void, that I've done videos on. He's got 2 issues out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was shocked. I mean, the guy, he's such a good dude. He just, out of the blue, I didn't know. He's like, "Hey, I need to double check your address. I'm sending you something." I'm like, "Oh, I mean, all right, thank you." And man, he sent me something incredible.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Courtney is. She says it sounds like an intriguing story. It really is, and it really, I mean, like, I could give it to my roommate, for example, and I bet if she read it, she'd find it interesting, but she wouldn't find it as relevant as I did, or you would, or you, Courtney. Somebody who draws and does artwork and thinks about creating things. It kind of resonates, I think, mostly with artists.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I think anybody would enjoy it. Anybody could get something out of it.
Oh, for sure. For sure. I mean, people read books all the time that really don't necessarily have anything, the plot may, or not the plot, but the subject may not have really anything to do with something they are interested in real life, but sometimes the situation, or I guess the moral, I don't know if that's the right word I'm looking for, can still, inspire them.
Yeah.
They can still say, "Oh, I can relate this to this or this."
There's my roommate saying, "Don't act like you know me. You don't know that I wouldn't like it. I'm not saying you wouldn't like it. I'm just saying we get very different things out of it." We got a new person, Sevisha, saying shalom. Shalom.
Is that shalom?
I'm
I,
sure I'm pronouncing it
I think so, but then maybe I am also wrong. Is
vaguely
that
correctly, but probably wrong.
Don't act like you know me.
Right?
There he is again, not being very encouraging. I'm just kidding.
Mr. D Man, he says kind of like how that Mark Wahlberg movie resonates with sports fans, the one where he plays for the Eagles. I don't even know what that is. Has Mark Wahlberg made a good movie?
Oh my gosh. First off, why is that? Are we talking shit on that movie right now? I recently watched that.
What is the movie? What's it?
What is it called? I am like drawing. I am actually really struggling tonight. I don't know why. I can't remember what it's called, but yeah, it's a movie where the Eagles open up. Philadelphia opens up. Like anybody can try out for the team, and Mark Wahlberg does, and his character does.
You mean it wasn't the actor?
Uh-uh.
I love you, Jeff. I love you so much.
I love you too.
I know. But no, that doesn't. I mean, I don't dislike Mark Wahlberg, but I don't think I've seen anything where I'm like I've taken him seriously. My favorite movie he's done is Ted, with
Oh,
the
that's great. I love Ted.
such a funny ass show.
It's so funny. I love this scene, and I can't remember if this is the first Ted or Ted 2, to be fair, but I love the scene with Liam Neeson and the tricks at the grocery store. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I think that's the first one. Yeah.
Okay. I think that scene is so hilarious. I'm gonna leave now, and I won't be followed.
Well,
No,
yeah.
no, we don't have the staffing for that.
Yeah. We don't have the staffing for that yet. No, I like when he's Ted's trying to flirt with the register girl, so he's like making all these like cutesy little hand waves to her, and then he starts like dry humping the scanners.
Yes,
Beep beep
yes.
beep beep, and he's like sucking off the vegetable
Things just get really weird. Oh, it's Invincible. Yes, thank you. That's what it's called.
called
Yeah,
in.
that's what it's called. The thing. What was I gonna say? Oh, I had a thought here. We were talking about Ted, where he was dry humping the.
Well, then he moved on to like having the lotion like on his face.
Yeah,
The girl did not appreciate that. He's like, all right, well, we'll just call that. That's where the line is. Okay, yeah.
yeah.
He's like, all right, I found the line and I crossed it.
Oh, did you know they're making a Ted show, like a series?
I think it's already airing.
Is it?
Yeah, I haven't seen it because I've seen clips of it.
I was trying to decide if I wanted to watch it or if I thought it was gonna be stupid.
The clips I've seen are just of Ted doing stuff, and he's always funny.
Oh
So,
yeah, for sure.
yeah, that's Seth MacFarlane. It's like you could say what you want about him. Like he's never Seth MacFarlane has never heard a joke or had a thought of a joke that he didn't think was bad, too bad to like not say it. He will say them all, but most of them are pretty damn entertaining.
Oh yeah, for sure. He will. There is no line. There is
Yeah.
no. Thank you, Ethan White. Says looks amazing so far. I don't know who you're talking about. If you're talking about Rob, you're talking about mine, or both. Either way,
You
awesome.
can just assume it's yours.
Ted, it's Ted doing stuff. Mr. D-Man says.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've debated watching it a few times, but I wasn't sure if it was out yet or not.
I think it's on some the Peacock or something like that.
Yeah, I think it's on Peacock.
I don't. Is that just a free thing you can get, or do you have to pay for it?
Rob, are you serious right now? You know
What?
what Peacock is?
No.
Okay, that's NBC's streaming service.
Well, I don't have that, so shut your face.
You can get a free version, but it's like $6 to get, and then you can just. That's how I watch The Office
Uh,
because you can
well,
watch the super fan episodes on it
yeah.
and all that. So
It's one of the reasons I got rid of Netflix is because they took The Office off of there, and then they took that '70s show off there, and then took Star Trek off there. So I'm like, well, I don't need fucking Netflix
guess where
anymore.
that '70s shows in The Office went.
Yeah.
They had to go to old Peacock. When he says it's a subscription, but I have it, I think she might be saying be nice to her and she'll let you use it.
Whatever. She lives in my house.
Wow.
It's my house.
Wow. Real possessive, Rob.
I know.
Real possessive.
I know.
Hulu is trash too. You know, I like some of the Hulu stuff because I like Chef Ramsay and all his stuff's on there.
But you can
But
get Ramsey on like YouTube all over the place.
okay, I know. But
Like, don't point that shit out, Rob. No, don't.
it is kind of, nice to watch some of the episodes. I don't know if how easy it always is to watch certain series on YouTube. You're talking about YouTube TV or just YouTube in general?
Just YouTube in general.
Whoa, Whitney coming out with Who Pays the Internet? I think we don't have to say, but I think she's saying
Who
with,
pays the rent and the power and the gas?
whoa, who's the better looking person though in the house?
Oh, that would be her. So,
Yeah, you just lost.
damn, Jess, you went right there.
Yes, Courtney, watch Kitchen Nightmares. I
Yeah.
love Next Level Chef, Hell's Kitchen, 24 Hours to Hell and Back. He has such great ones. And he's got that new Kitchen Nightmares. Is that the one you're talking about, Courtney?
Yeah, I thought Kitchen Nightmares was great when it first started. I mean, I still enjoy it. I've seen I think most of them. Just to like walk into a restaurant and see them try to serve food to this master chef that's terrible, and he's like, "This is god awful. What are you trying to do to me?" And they're like, "We think our food's great." He's like, "Are
Yeah,
you?"
but the state of that. My God.
It's
You
bollocks.
lost your passion?
Yeah,
He just always says stuff like that.
like, are you off the plot?
Yeah, exactly. He's just so, I don't know. He's hilarious. It makes me laugh. That one makes me laugh. Courtney says, Imelda Romeo, hi. I've never seen a Joker with black hair before. Interesting idea. Cool drawing too. Yeah, so I did a Joker painting just like this, like 13 years ago, and so I'm just trying to replicate it. And I guess I gave him black hair. We'll see how this goes. Whitney says I pay rent. Okay.
Yes.
Sounds like things are
Hold
getting a
on.
little heated
I'm gonna.
here.
I gotta block somebody.
uh, Courtney says there are new ones. The last one I saw was with the crazy lady. He couldn't end up helping. So there were the ones from like way back in the 2000s he did. And I used to watch those and then he stopped. And then he came out with Kitchen Nightmares to 2023. So there's like only one season of like the new ones. The crazy cat lady. Oh, I don't know. That might have been the older ones. I'm not sure. I can't remember now what the last one was on the new ones. Hmm.
Courtney, is the crazy cat lady the one you talked about with that 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 young lady, and then her like ancient Italian mob boss like husband, and Gordon
Oh,
Ramsay like walked out on him.
yes. You're right. I do remember that.
It's like the
Whitney
most.
says, Rob, that accent wasn't even close. Whitney, was my accent closer than Rob's? Reddy Sparks says, what's your favorite ink to use, Rob? I'm just guessing he's talking about you because I'm not using ink. Or she.
As far as variety sparks, my favorite ink to dip in with a brush, or the dip pens like these things. I use this Dr. Phil Martin's Black Star Matte. That is, after years of searching for an ink that I like, this is the one I've landed on that I really like a lot. And besides that, I use a whole bunch of different inking pens. Yeah, D-Man's like, I told you need to make some mods. I know. I might need to do exactly that. But yeah, Courtney, she's like, yes, that one, that crazy lady, that she was so insane.
Hmm. When he says yes, much closer, I knew it. I knew it.
And they went to no, this goes.
Oh wow. Oh my gosh, my toddler is freaking out outside. Yeah, I'm telling you, I feel like toddlers are okay. And I don't mean I think he's like a bad kid, but I just feel like the toddler stage, I feel like is worse than the newborn or baby stage.
Yeah. My firstborn was the sweetest kid ever. I know I've said that a lot, but
Uh-huh.
my second boy, he was a terrible toddler, but he was still so adorable.
I just don't believe that he's so sweet.
He is. Because when you came over that one time, he just walked right up and hugged you. He worked
Mhm.
his way to your heart. He's also a little manipulator, and he got you.
Okay, I deal with kids all the time. I don't think I was manipulated by him. I think that was genuine. I think he could tell that I was the type of person he would like.
Well, you know, to be fair, his mom told me recently. She's like, I can tell that Andrew, my little 8-year-old, he's already kind of expressing interest in girls,
Oh,
and you walk in, and he's probably like, there's a cute girl. I'm gonna go give her a hug. So he walked right up and put his arm around you. I'm like, my son.
that's sweet. He probably thought I was an old lady or could tell I was a mom. I don't know.
Yeah. Hey, Genuine Comics, thanks for joining up. D Man, no, Chuck. I mean, he hasn't shown up. It's probably I don't know. I don't know where he lives. I don't know what time frame he's on, but he's not here tonight.
He's a busy
Who knows?
thing, maybe.
With me, I don't know. Maybe he's gonna try and get his YouTube channel going. I don't know if anybody saw the post I put up because he'd mentioned in one of his chats or a response on one of my videos that he had some original artwork that I wanted to see. So he
Uh,
put up a video of him just showing it with his phone as like a test. He's like, I got to get my YouTube channel going. So here's a test because he's like, my buddy Rob wanted to see this original artwork. And so,
mhm.
I did a link to that so people could see. So it's kind of neat. He's, kind of like you know, he's branching out, trying to get something going.
Yeah. I have a feeling he'll get things going really fast with his talent.
He could. I mean, he's been out of the comic game for a long time. He just kind of has to like lean into what he used to do,
Yeah.
the recognition, and I bet he could get a lot of kind of connections. Um, I don't know. Like I said, he said that he's wanted to get back into doing some comic stuff because he says he's 55 and he's like, I'm getting old. I want to do something when I still have fuel in the tank and
Yeah.
passion.
Or my dad.
So yeah, so I'm like, I get it, and I'm just kind of humbled that he's like, "Hey, Rob, I want to let's do something."
Yeah. That's awesome.
D
I'm
man, get the cartoonist kayfabe guys in here. They wouldn't look at me for nothing.
I think this is not the first time he suggested this. It
It's
may
been
be
before, though. I've seen one of them. There's two guys. Well, there's three. There's two main ones. A third kind of unofficial one, but the second guy, Jim Rugg is his name. I've seen him show up on interviews on some very small channels. Um, very recently, so he's a little more open minded. But yeah, they got their own shit going on. They're not gonna. No one cares about me. You know what? I feel like I'm doing just fine on my own.
okay. Yeah, there you go. You're a
And
bad bitch.
there's that positive talk.
Don't let anybody tell you otherwise.
I mean, I can't complain about how far it's come so far. So I feel like it's going okay. And then just opportunities can just kind of keep coming up on their own. You know,
Hey, that means you're doing something right.
I guess it's all about hooking up with the right people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Them connections.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
got Trusha Dindor sending a SpongeBob laughy face.
All
And then
right.
Ken Go Game says something I can't read. And Puppy Lover says hi.
Hello, puppy lover.
You're like, we'll say hi to Puppy Lover because
Why not?
you said something that I can understand.
It's true. Very true. You're gonna hate me.
Probably. You got to go?
Well, I'm just letting you know that my phone just said I'm at
Uh-oh.
10%, so I might die.
Got out of power. Oh, now I do hate you now because I'd be like, you'd think that you would think ahead and have it charge or have a power source on it.
Okay, my phone hates me because I had it charged about 80% when I started this. That's a lot, right?
It was, but if it drained it that much, I think you need a new battery.
I think I need a new phone. It seriously corrupts all my videos.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah.
Yeah, Nora and Rad saying they think that they are Siskel and Ebert of comic critics. They said, I assume he meant which Blade was crappy. They lost my respect for kayfabe. Well, to be fair, Nora and Rad, I think they only looked at the one issue, issue one, and I think they're evaluating it as a first issue. Um, I don't know that the first issue of Witchblade was necessarily great exactly, but I think Witchblade is a great series as a whole. If you read the entirety of it, I think it reads pretty good. But that's just what I think. I've reviewed the first two issues. I need to get back on the rest of Witchblade.
I need to watch some more of your videos.
Whatever. I just want you to read the comic.
I know I need to finish it. I'm actually pretty close. I will do that this week by the time we do a next live, and I will talk about it for like 10 minutes straight.
If we could get it out, we could do like a page by page kind of look at it. You could tell me what you liked and what you
Oh
hated.
yeah. I can show everybody that I somehow missed that drawing you did that I really liked. I don't know why I really liked it, but it's really caught my I was like, oh.
Wow. D-Man says, at least when Rob talks about comics, he keeps it 100%. Those cartoonists, kayfabe guys like everything. I don't know. Um, I've heard them talking about stuff they didn't like, but I know what you're saying, D-Man. Um, Lost Illusion. She's asking, what phone do you have?
Plug your phone in. Yeah, so I'm just so far away from a plug and I would lose my light if I plugged it in. So it's always kind of a disaster if I don't charge it all the way. Um, I've got a iPhone 13 Pro, I think. It's whatever the one that I think it's a Pro, maybe not, maybe not. I don't know if that's even the thing. I am such a boomer when it comes to technology. Absolutely. And not like the boomers that know technology really well, which some of them really do.
But what you're saying is, any second your phone could just shut right off.
Yeah, it might. I don't know that. Maybe it'll last for a while. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, it's
Yeah.
midnight.
Will probably get off not too long anyways. I do have to feed her and stuff.
Yeah,
But
it is kind of late. We've been going for 2 hours. We started
yeah,
it, so it doesn't feel like 2 hours. I mean, does it?
no.
No, it okay. I just want to know if it was just me, if I'm the crazy one. It just kind of zips by,
Yeah, agreed.
which I take that to mean, at least for us, if that's how we feel, then we've been having a good time. Because if this sucked, we'd be
Yeah.
like, oh God, can we get off here, please? But I got two sketches out of it.
Are you talking about my phone, Sturdy Man? Because he said you gotta let them get all the way to 100. So I didn't charge it all the way. Maybe I just need to start making sure it gets all the way to 100. I don't know if that's. I'm assuming that's what I'm talking about.
No, I think referring to you, yeah. I haven't heard that. I mean, but I guess it would make sense. I don't know. Like if it makes it that difference to you got to let it charge 100% to have the battery actually work at maximum efficiency.
I guess that would make sense. Or at least I could see that being the case. Because I
Yeah.
really don't do that very often. I'll just charge it till I'm like, oh, I can make a phone call.
Like, oh, it's at 45%. That's fine.
I can go run an errand or two. I'm the worst.
He says that's a big ass bow tie he has on it. It kind of is actually. I didn't pay attention.
Uh, yeah, I know.
Oh my god, he should have. They should put Joker in a bow tie like that big in a movie. That'd be great.
Dude, it was very like I don't even remember where I got the reference. I felt like the reference looked a lot like the painting. Like there was a few things I think I changed, but I don't even know where it came from. And I think it was a real life person who had done like their hair. Like I got the face from something else or the idea from the face from something else. But a really person who had dressed up and they just had like maybe like a comical clown like sized bow.
That's funny.
But I've done so many of him kind of more like dark and serious. So I'm like, oh, this is kind of like a cool cartoony one. Oh, we got the children in here again.
It's funny they show up and they start saying their ages,
Yeah, it's
which,
real interesting.
which is like I don't care, but it's like it's interesting to be like the first thing they say. I'm 12. I'm like, all right, good,
Yeah.
good to know.
Oh gosh. Somebody get your children or somebody get your adult who's on here.
Get him, Courtney. You yelled at the last group.
She's like, I'm tired now.
I spent I spent enough time yelling at kids. No, I don't care if there's young people in here. I mean, I guess
Well, no, I don't either.
until they start becoming a weirdo like those last couple.
Hmm.
See, there we go. Unleash the trolls. This me mum's profile.
Oh, okay. Hey, wow, her boots look amazing.
Are you saying that to me?
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, yeah, they do.
So this is the one you were doing before that you got the smudges on. I
Yeah.
honestly, it's really hard to tell. Like it's really hard to notice. Like
Well, I mean, I kind of did a little bit of whiting out on the places where it got smudged, and with the jelly roller pen. That's my little correction pen.
oh, nice, nice.
It works. But yeah, I feel like the face. I'm surprisingly content with the face and the expression on that one this time.
Yeah, it looks really nice. I like it.
Courtney, she said, "Go watch Skibbity Toilet Gremlins." That's literally what my children are out there watching right now. I do not
Wow.
understand.
I've actually never even heard of that.
Oh, the whole Skibbity Toilet thing is so ridiculous. It's so insane.
Why? I'm sure my kids must watch it then. I just don't know.
Yeah, you don't want to know. I promise you. This is what COVID did to everybody. See, even my roommate Whitney saying, "Courtney, you are my new favorite person." See, that's what I mean. Courtney's just awesome. You become one of my favorite people the more we interact. Oh, it's so great.
Really just count on her to just be real.
Right. Yeah, my roommate saying, "You don't want to know, Jess, what these skibbity toilet things are," because the roommate hears what my kids are always listening to all the time, and it's just like, what is this insanity? Just
That's awesome. My kids are still like constant. Okay, so my eldest that lives with me full time, he is always watching cubing videos. He is going to enter some speed cubing contests. And so that's what he watches. But then my youngest son
wait.
still Is
What kind of contest? I'm sorry.
speed cubing with a Rubik's cube.
Oh.
Yeah, like practice like solving it with a blindfold on and
Right.
solving different ones. He's really fast. I mean, I think he's really fast. He can solve a 3 by 3 and with less than a minute if you scramble it for him.
Good God.
Yeah. So I mean, that's not like fast, world record wise, but I mean,
But for a kid his age.
yeah, it's well, I think the kid who holds the world record is younger than him, but I could be wrong. It's crazy stuff. Oh, Courtney, dude, a true friend. I will chase the kiddos away so you can keep your channel monetized. This Axe 31, you will not chase my ass away, Courtney.
Like cool people, don't get me wrong, it's all fine, but these weirdos that come in here just to be weird and start like, I'm gonna start spamming.
It is funny.
Well, maybe I should go check on my children and see if they've gone to sleep or killed each other or set a fire or something.
Sounds good. Yeah, I should probably get off of here, but fun.
But if you're still on there, we should try and do. I'll get my brother, and we'll see if we all four of us can't maybe do like an Instagram one.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Because it's the only way we could get a more than one person on here at a time. But we'll try just for fun. I think that would be hilarious, and see how that goes. One of these days, I'll upgrade and have some kind of setup where we can all be joined in live, and I feel like an official. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that would be cool if we could figure that out. Like I said, I'd be willing to chip in some since I'm doing this so often. I mean, every week. So, and I think it's really fun and it's been fun to talk to everybody and stuff. So, but until then, that gets figured out. I think it'd be cool to do an Instagram one too.
Well, hell, Jess, you could do a live, and you could get Courtney on, and you could like have girl power time.
That's true. I don't have enough subscribers to do a live though.
Well, but they would join in. I would announce it. I'd be like, "Hey, go join her channel."
Oh, you're so sweet.
I
What's
know.
this? Oh, I know I'm
I'm
sweet.
hilarious. Yeah, I'm just wonderful.
Brady Spark says, I've had the biggest case of artist block this past few days, and this stream really helped me out. Thank you guys. Wow, that is really awesome.
That I
I
like. That's what we're kind of mostly here. I mean, we're here to draw, but it's like it's fun to help inspire if that helps anybody, or get creative juices flowing.
Yeah, that is really neat. I am so glad. It's always hard when you have those moments and or longer than moments. I mean, sometimes it can go years, and you find something that helps you kind of get back into it. So that's awesome.
Yeah, I back couple like 2 years ago, I hit a stretch of like four months. I couldn't draw at all. I had no interest. I couldn't get over it, and I just had to wait it out.
Yeah.
But then it came roaring back with a vengeance.
Yeah, you know what? You've been doing work for sure, for sure. And your sketch tonight looks really good. Both of them did.
All right. Well, thanks for everyone for joining up, and everyone, D man, love you, brother. Thanks for always being an awesome
Yeah.
addition. Courtney, you're our favorite.
Yes, yes. Courtney,
Yeah.
everybody came on, even the children. Thanks for letting
Right.
me know how many children are up this late under the age of 15.
Right.
Good to know. Oh my goodness. Are you saying bye?
Oh, I hear.
You saying bye? All right. All right. Well, it's been fun. We will see you later. I guess on Thursday.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Sounds good. All right. Bye.
And no, D man, I haven't done super chats. I can't ask people for money. That makes me feel completely stupid.
I mean, you could in a certain way.
Like start an OnlyFans.
You could do that as well.
I might do. All right, I'm gonna go set that up right now. All right,
I
bye.
fully support you. Bye.